Hey there YouTube, welcome back to a rather delayed video. I actually finished these guys last weekend and they were basically left in a state of limbo, unbased for probably almost another week. I basically once again had some medical problems. I had a really bad cricked neck that basically lasted the entire week, causing me complete misery, and I was basically just stuck in the other room in front of the TV. So I'd literally come downstairs in the morning and more or less stay there the whole day, unable to do hardly anything. Now, obviously, although I don't think it's 100% healed up, it is a lot better, especially towards the end of last week. I managed to come in on Saturday and base them up. I did try doing a video yesterday, but the light was terrible. It's still not perfect today. It is well, I wouldn't say sunny, but it's quite bright out there in comparison to what it was over the weekend. Even yesterday, I tried to refilm it, and it was still, even though it was like first thing in the morning, it was actually quite bright. It was still too shadowy, and I know my last video was a little bit gloomy, so I wanted to try and get the best day I possibly could. And I know it's meant to be raining and dark for several parts of this week, so I thought if I didn't try and do it again, I may not be able to get a decent video out. So basically, this is my next battalion. These chaps are the 3rd Battalion of the 37th Regiment of Ligne, and of course this is the 1st Regiment of the 2nd Battalion of the 8th Division. Let's give you some blurb. So the commanding officer of this particular battalion is Chef de Battalion Rousseau, and unfortunately just his surname is all I could find for this particular battalion. Figures wise, we're talking mainly Perry's plastic 1815 box. Not maybe my most favourite of the Perry's range, the unlong-coated versions of these chaps, but we'll go ahead and I'll show you what I've done. I suppose at the end of the day it's another battalion down. So here we have the Grenadiers. Try and get a fairly decent, try and bring the light right down over the camera. That's a little bit better. So, you know, nothing special, these guys, just plain Perry's chaps in the ungreat coated campaign dress. That's the Grenadiers. Then we have the 4th Company. I did try and mix in the odd pair of khaki alternate breeches. So again, 4 more plastic Perry. Same for the Voltigeur. Though I did remember to give these chaps yellow collars this time round, although to tell the truth it wasn't, I don't think everyone had yellow collars, but every now and then I like doing it just to help them stand out a little bit more. So the Voltigeur there, again just 4 standard plastic Perrys. Onto the musician stand now. And once again, all plastic Perrys again. So I had one drummer left, so I decided to use him. And obviously 3 standard normal troopers. onto the NCO stand. Now on this stand we do have a metal, Perry's metal sergeant. He actually came originally with a Fanion, Porte Fanion on his bayonet. Now of course Porte Fanions were used to identify different companies on the battlefield. But for some reason I didn't want for him to have a Porte Fanion, so I actually very carefully cut it off and sort of re-sculpted his bayonet back into a bayonety looking shape, and I think it turned out pretty good in the end actually, because this is actually quite a nice NCO figure. So that is the NCO stand, and finally on the command stand we have the flag, of course, Flags of War, the custom version, and we have the Parry's standard holder from the plastic box set. We have my Avonpost officer there, so to throw him in this time for a little bit of a change. Quite a nice figure. We have a Calpe chef de battalion. Really nice officer figure, and of course behind him we have a Calpe French NCO following up behind, and he's actually the only figure to have a greatcoat on out of this particular entire battalion. But yeah, that's the end. And talking about Calpe, actually, I put a Calpe order in. Actually, I put two orders in. I put an Elite Miniatures order and a Calpe order in about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And I actually had my Elite order come in last Friday. And I actually got an email this morning saying that my Calpe order was complete. So I think that breaks the record for like the longest time I've had to wait for both an Elite order and a Calpe order, because obviously ordering from them many times before, I do know that Elite normally take well, if you get your order in the first week you order, you're extremely lucky. I generally expect 2 to 3 weeks for your sort of basic Elite order. And generally for Calpe, it's normally around about sort of a week or two, probably more likely a week. But I've never actually waited this long for a Calpe order to come through. So that'll probably be coming either tomorrow or Wednesday. Let's think. Also, actually thinking about it, I actually managed to get that order in before their price rise as well, which I'm actually quite happy about. But yeah, anyway, let's go back to these boys. So this is these guys complete. Another thing that I did on the side while I was doing these chaps was complete a couple of colonels. We have the colonel for this particular regiment here. This guy here. Now he is from the Warlord, my Warlord army box. I'm sure everyone will probably recognise him. Try and get in closer. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so I decided to make him the colonel for this regiment, and I also completed another colonel. Is actually for one of the regiments from the 1st Brigade. And if we show you the blurb on this chap, this is Colonel Jean-Antoine Augustin Mouton of the 37th Regiment of Ligne, 2nd Battalion, 8th Infantry Division, 3rd Corps. So he can actually, I suppose he can go there. So that's about it. A couple of bits of some channel news. I've actually managed to get a few more subscribers, so my sort of trail to 500 it seems to be continuing. I also have sorted out the rest of the command figures I need to completely to basically get ready for completing the 8th Division, because this particular regiment, the 37th, they've got a 3-battalion regiment, but the next battalion, or the next regiment rather, which is the oh, I keep forgetting the number actually. What is it? 64th. The next regiment, which will be the 64th Regiment of Ligne, they actually only have 2 battalions. So it'll be so as you can see, I'm getting pretty close to completing the 8th Division. Now, as far as figures that I've got left to do after that, command figures wise, I've already got a figure for the divisional commander. So, and I think I've, apart from a colonel for the regiment that I'm about to do, I think all I need to do is just 2 brigade commanders. Yeah, 2. I think I've just got two brigade commanders to do, and then I will finish the 8th division. Division, and what I'll do is I'll actually do a video on the whole division, as a sort of an overview before moving on to the next, the 10th Division. That'll be. So that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one, hopefully with not so much of a delay. So until then, catch you all later. Bye bye.